A report by Lawyers Without Borders says access to justice by pretrial detainees remains a major challenge due to continued infringement of the Constitution. In the report, stakeholders are worried about the period inmates spend in custody during the pretrial, with some detained beyond the constitutional period.
Then we also discovered that majority of the people in police spend close to 10 days before they are produced in court. And then when it comes to prison, we have people who spend about 2 years before they are being tried in court. And of course now the situation is becoming worse when it comes to the new bail guidelines that were issued recently by the judiciary.
Protecting constitutional and procedural rights of pretrial detainees report further revealed that detainees do not have access to legal provisions at the time of incarceration.
The bar that is black here shows that the vast majority of inmates actually never, during the time of incarceration, never interact with a knowledgeable person that could advise them on their rights to bail, on their rights to police bond, and on their rights also to ask for a speedy trial.
Delay to access of justice and ignorance about their constitutional rights forces the detainees to enter plea bargains to get quick justice.
Some people who have overstayed on remand are left with the option of entering plea bargains and plead guilty to lower or lesser offenses so that they serve shorter sentences and are free. And to me that's very dangerous, because pleading guilty to an offense someone has not committed is contrary to it runs contrary to the constitutional guarantees on the presumption of innocence.
Advocates for justice have called upon the government to enact the legal aid bill and cater for the vulnerable and implement an alternative to imprisonment for petty offenders.
And this report has made a number of recommendations, including expediting the passing of the legal aid bill. This legal aid bill, if passed into law, will enable even the indigent to access the service of a lawyer without payment.
So it shows you that the people who are most affected in the criminal justice, whose rights, the constitutional and procedural rights are affected, are the most poor and vulnerable. And reinforces the fact that there is need to strengthen access to justice for such people.
Sada Mubale, UBC News, Kampala.